What is good, my fellow Chicago Bears fans? So if you guys haven't seen already, Chris Sims had Justin Fields ranked as his 39th best quarterback. And to me, that just seems a bit sus, a bit crazy that he would rank Justin Fields as his 39th best quarterback. And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. Like, is Chris Sims trolling? Does he not know what he's talking about? That's what we're going to discuss on today's video. But before we dive into today's video, guys, if you haven't done so already, please like this video for the YouTube algorithm so this video gets pushed out to more Bears fans and more NFL fans, and help me get to 200 subscribers by liking that video, by smashing that like button. And also comment below what you thought about Chris Sims and what he had to say about Justin Fields, and also turn on bell notifications so you know whenever I post. And yeah, with that being all said, guys, let's dive right into today's video. So Chris Sims had Justin Fields as his 39th best quarterback, and below other quarterbacks such as Kellen Mond at number 37 and Trey at number 38. And to me, that just seems a bit sus. So first, I'm going to discuss Kellen Mond and why I believe Justin Fields is a better quarterback than Kellen Mond. So Kellen Mond played at Texas A&M, and there was a reason why he was picked in the second round of the NFL draft. Despite what Vikings fans might tell you about Kellen Mond being better than Justin Fields, that's not true. There was a guy where he was ranked. There was a reason why he was ranked as a second round quarterback versus Justin Fields, who was ranked as a first round quarterback. Now let's look at Trey Lance. Now Trey Lance played at North Dakota State, an FBS school if I'm not mistaken. The level of competition that he plays with Justin Fields is different. Justin Fields played the Clemsons of the world, the Northwesterns of the world. Trey Lance did not. Trey Lance did not play those competitions. Moreover, Trey Lance played 1 year at college, while Justin Fields played 2 years at college, 3 years if we count his Georgia year. So that experience is different. Justin Fields has more experience, so I think that's another reason why Justin Fields is a better quarterback than those two. And he also had Marcus Mariota ranked as his 36th best quarterback. And if you look at what Marcus Mariota has done, this guy unfortunately did not live up to the potential that he sought out to be, and he eventually turned into a bust, and now he's a backup quarterback with the Raiders. And there's a reason why he's a backup quarterback, because if he was a really good quarterback, he would have got a deal from an NFL team. He would have got starting pay, and he did not. You know, he was trying to look for that, but he did not get that in free agency. So to see that Justin Fields ranked below those three quarterbacks and ahead of Case Keenum as his 40th quarterback, but to see that just kind of tells you, what is this guy thinking? Now, what he had to say about this to back up it was that his footwork was a little bit bad, but his throwing motion was also bad. And let's talk about throwing motion here for a second. So the way that Justin Fields throws the ball, he said, has a little bit too much air. It's a little bit floppy. And the game that he showed was a Clemson game, a game where Justin Fields injured his ribs, but still made a really big showing. You know, in Clemson, despite injuring his ribs, Justin Fields went 22 for 28 for 385 yards and 6 touchdowns with injured ribs. And despite that, Justin Fields put up those numbers. So to say, oh, Justin Fields has a bad throwing motion doesn't make any sense. And if we were to look at Justin Fields' throwing motion versus even Chris Sims' throwing motion, Chris Sims' throwing motion, at least to me, does not look that good. I mean, at least for Justin Fields, it looks more professional to me. And if we were to look at Justin Fields' throwing motion versus other quarterbacks like Patrick Mohomes, Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, they're the same. And I think Justin Fields' throwing motion looks very, very similar to Russell Wilson, who is a top 5 quarterback in the NFL. You know, Justin Fields' throwing motion is very similar to Aaron Rodgers, one of the best quarterbacks, a future Hall of Fame quarterback, and also Patrick Mohomes, you know, arguably probably the best quarterback in the NFL. So I don't get it how Chris Sims' rationale for saying, oh, Justin Fields' throwing motion is really, really bad. To me, that doesn't make sense, and I just don't get that. So, one more thing, how does it matter of Justin Fields' throwing motion? Again, if he had a 72.4%, here if we look at, and again, why does it matter about Justin Fields' throwing motion if this guy had a 72.4 accurate passer rating last season? Why does it matter how he throws the ball? Now, am I saying that Justin Fields is a perfect quarterback? No, I don't know. I don't think Justin Fields is a perfect quarterback. He does have some flaws. For example, his recognition of pressure, that's a flaw. His processing time, I think that's a little bit slow, but I'm going to share with you guys something really interesting. So last season, Pro Football Focus looked at Justin Fields' time, and when Justin Fields had 2.5 seconds to throw the ball or less, Justin Fields with 2.5 seconds from snap to throw completed 75 was 96 passes for 676 yards, 6 touchdowns, and no interceptions. With 2.5 seconds or more, he completed 83 of his 130 passes for 1,042 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 6 of them being interceptions. Just to look at those numbers, that's not that bad. And I think that Justin Fields' processing time can get to 2.5 seconds once he really gets to the speed of the NFL. And this is kind of important and why Justin Fields should get that start early so he can have that time, so he can get that perfect speed, so that he can put up good numbers, so he can win the Chicago Bears a lot of games. I think what's also going to help Justin Fields is going up against guys like Khalil Mack, Robert Quinn, Akeem Hicks, going up against that Bears defense, which may not be top 10 anymore, but at least top 15. That's really going to help Justin Fields. And if he can learn from that, if he can get better, if he can get to this next level in this game, and if he can fix those mistakes against a top 15 defense, there are chances that he can become a really good player in the NFL. And that's what I think about Justin Fields. And I'm not saying he's a perfect quarterback again. I'm just saying that he does have some things to work on, and I think he's going to work on them. I think he has the attitude. I think he has charisma. I think he has a willingness to get better at it. But I just don't get how Chris Sims could have labeled Justin Fields as his 39th best quarterback. Making quarterbacks such as Kellen, Mond, making quarterbacks such as Trey Lance ahead of him. I just don't get that, and I hope you guys also agree with me. Let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this video, and guys, if you haven't done so already, please like this video, smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so that I can get to 200 subscribers. And also guys, peace out and bear down.